will be always available on the sorry, what is it? For example, hope my screen is visible. Yeah. So for example, this is a day one session, right? You have registered from here only, right? Just go there. As came here, you just go there and just click see. Come down, then you will be able to see the recording. Then you will be able to see photos, and you will able to see the PPTs also. PPT still we are up at to upload, but still you can get the PPTs also. Okay, that's about the recordings. And next, for example, in 10, okay, I will give you the perma link for all the 10 sessions, and where you can get the recording, and where you can get the every day all sessions you can upload. I mean, sorry, మన సింగిల్ లింక్ ఉంటే చూడండి ఎవరి దగ్గరైనా, నాకు అనిపించట్లేదు. డే 3 కాదు, టోటల్ సిరీస్ 0 to హీరో అని చెప్పేసి
టైనీ
సింగిల్ లింక్ ఉంది.
యూఆర్ఎల్ అని ఉంటుంది కదా,
అది ఒకసారి చూడండి, దొరికిందా? If you have somebody, just post it in the.
yeah, Nikhilesh, mention in the chat.
Anybody posted?
Yes.
Okay, if Mahija posted, I'm opening it. Okay, if you see that link, you will able to see all 10 sessions. Okay, say everybody, I request to save this site. Okay, save this link. Okay, so that for coming into the sessions you have the link registering. For example, if you see for myself also, I have registered this event, and after completion of this event, it is showing see the event. Okay, and today is Excel automation register. So you can able to register all sessions. After sessions, just go to the same link again, click on the see the event, then immediately it will throw to you the this link, and the automation recordings and will come. Okay, happy. And next, the quick update and quick most people may already know, we are having an in-person meetup in Hyderabad for the Hyderabad people, or even somebody is interested to join from different regions also fine. It is an in-person event where you can meet me, meet my team, meet my other MVPs, meet other industry experts from Hyderabad region, and you can learn something and do some networking and lot more stuff to do. So which is happening on November 30 on which is on what I say, which is on Saturday. Okay, so you can come and grab the opportunity to speak with the people in person. Okay, so my team will give you that link as well. That is in person event happening in Hyderabad. Okay, so that's all from my side. From here, I think my team will take care. Yeah. Yes. Yes, day 3 team, it's time to turn up. Thank you. All the best.
Please share your screen. Hello everyone, good evening. Welcome to Automation Developer Series 3.0. Thank you for joining. We are thrilled to have you here. We have successfully completed 2 days in this series. In the last 2 days, we have learned about what is RPA and what is UiPath. And we also learned how to build your first bot using UiPath. This is Vidya. I'm currently working in XT Global as RPA developer. I have over total 6 years of experience, and relevant in UiPath is 3 years. Today we'll be learning about one of the most important topic, which is Excel automation using UiPath. This session we have two speakers, Pallavi and Mahija. Over to you, Mahija.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vidya. So, actually, this event is powered by UiPath community and is supported by Miracle Software Systems, whose partnership has really made this initiative possible. A very big thank you to both. And next, I would like to thank my team. It's an amazing team with Nikhilesh, our UiPath chapter lead of Hyderabad, and we have Bhavani, who is an inspiring organizer, and we have Vidya Sri. You got already friendly to her, like she is a wonderful moderator for the night. And these are the amazing team we have. I really thank you everyone. And before I unveil myself, I'm speaking in disguise, I get. So I am Mahija, a senior RPA developer at Value Labs. Basically, I make robots handle all the boring stuff for me. So I'm such a person, and I have over 2 years of UiPath experience, and I'm also recognized as LinkedIn top voice for the process automation. I have worked with some of the finest clients like UAL, like United Airlines, and I love sharing knowledge and gaining things at events like this because, dude, I have learned in my schooling that sharing is caring, right? Of course. So, in the same way, I love sharing things and gaining knowledge from yours. Apart from me, I do have an incredible speaker on board. She's Pallavi. So, Pallavi, over to you.
Thank you, Mahija and Vidya. So myself, Pallavi, I'm currently working as a senior RPA developer in XT Global Infotech Limited, and I have overall 9 years of experience, and also 6+ years of experience in UiPath. And yeah, first of all, I would like to thank my team, Nikhilesh and Bhavani, for organizing this wonderful series. And also, I would like to thank my moderator and my another speaker. Vidya and Mahija. So yeah, without any delay, so today we'll be diving into how automating Excel tasks can make our workflows faster, more efficient. We will also cover key benefits, practical use cases, and how we can leverage UiPath to automate various Excel processes. Everything from simple data entry to complex data manipulation will be seeing today. Whether you are a beginner or have some experience with automation, I hope you'll find valuable insights from here from this session. So, coming to the today agenda, so the topics we will be covering today is what is Excel automation, advantages of automating Excel tasks, and a look at data tables and the important activities we have to cover in Excel automation. And there are interactive demos are there, and also there will be a quiz at the end of the session. So let's get started into the actual topic, what is Excel automation. So, in our day to day life, so Excel plays a vital role from managing personal data to organizing and processing large data sets across various fields like finance, accounting, data analysis, and reporting. So, everywhere, wherever we go, we have a need for Excel, right? We have a need to use an Excel file. So, here UiPath enhances UiPath enhances this functionality by offering dedicated Excel activities and to format your data and to read your data to write your data to some Excel and do some manipulations in your Excel file. So these all can be done by using UiPath Excel activities. Okay, and coming to the advantages of using UiPath Excel activities automation. So here are the advantages: time savings and increased efficiency. So when it comes to time savings, I have one simple example I can show you why we have to use Excel automation from UiPath. Example, I have this Excel file. I have given this Excel file by someone, and they asked me to search for. I have another Excel file in which the category is not filled. So I want to search for each phase in this Excel file. In I want to search for this phase in this Excel file, and I want to find out the category here, and I want to write it back to this output Excel file. Okay, so to do this task manually, how much time a person will take? So at least half an hour to 1 hour they will take to fill each and every row in this column, right? So by using UiPath, it can be done in within seconds. Okay, so by using the Excel activities, we can do this within seconds. So let me run and show you. I have one small demo here. By using these Excel activities, I have already prepared this. I have already built my code. So I'll just execute this. So this is the UiPath Studio. Yesterday, in the yesterday's session, Lovely has explained about this UiPath Studio, right? Where we can, where there is a design layout here, where we can build your code here. And for using the Excel activities, by default, the Excel activities will come whenever you create a process. In case if it's not available, easily by going into Manage Packages, you can search for the Excel activities here and install it. Okay, and even if you go to the activities panel, if you just type Excel, there are lot many Excel activities are coming. By using these activities only, I have built this process. Okay, let me just, I have closed those two Excel files, input file and output file. I'm just executing this process. We'll just observe how much time it takes. It has just started. So within seconds, the bot is able to complete this task. So let me show you the output file. If you see, all the values in this category is filled by my UiPath bot. Okay, I did not do anything manually, right? So each and every phase it has searched in the other Excel, and it has written this it has filled this category column here. Okay, so do you feel this is very easy, right? So here the time saving means, so manually how a person do this task, how much time they take, that can be reduced by using this UiPath bot. And error reduction, so in case if you're doing this job manually, there are chances that you can do it with, I mean, you may miss some data to fill in that category column. You may miss some calculations, you may be wrong when you're doing some calculations. So by using UiPath bot, you can easily reduce the errors also. Okay, and coming to seamless integration with Excel refers to UiPath's ability to automate and interact with Excel in a way that it feels natural, efficient, and also error free. So even compatibility with Excel formulas and formatting, even if you have any task to apply some formulas in Excel and you want to do some formatting in Excel, you can easily do using this Excel activities. And coming to cost saving, so the obviously if the time is getting saved, the cost is also getting saved, right? So the cost you are spending on the task is also getting saved here. And better data analytics and reporting. So when it comes to this benefit, example, you have an Excel file where you want to report something, you wanted to show some graphs or charts you want to include in an Excel file. This can be easily done using UiPath Excel activities. And easy scalability means, example, this file itself, it has just 20, just some 28 rows are there. I have closed this file. Let me open it again. Okay, if you see, the data in this file is just 28 rows. Okay, but what if this data is getting increased? Some, if you have 1500 rows or 2000 rows to be filled, then it will be very difficult for you to sit and write all this data for all the 1500 rows, right? So UiPath Excel activities can handle high volumes of data as well. Okay, and next is the enhanced security and compliance. uh, so here, the data, UiPath can work with encrypted Excel files and applies encryption or decryption processes to protect the data. And even sensitive information also it can handle very efficiently. Okay, and next comes the user friendly development. As you can see, this UiPath Studio is very user friendly. You don't require any programming language to do these or to do all these tasks. We have already inbuilt activities already providing by UiPath. By using these activities, we can simply write the code and build your process. Okay, so these are all the advantages we have using this Excel activities in UiPath. Next is the main Excel automation with Excel activities. The main activities we have available in UiPath are read range activity, right? If you want to read some data from an Excel file, you have to use a read range activity. And if you want to write some data to some Excel file, you have an activity called write range. With the help of this activity, you can always write data to an Excel file. So read column. Example I have shown you. This is a sample file. I want to read entire data from this file. I can use read range, but I want to read only some particular columns in this Excel file. I want to read only this column from this Excel file. I can use this activity called read column. It will just read the specified column. Whatever column we are specifying, that column will be read by the bot. So read row. How this read row works? If you want to read some particular rows from this Excel file, by using an index, you can easily read these rows and save it into some data table. Okay, next is the get workbook sheets. We have an activity called get workbook sheets in UiPath. So I'm explaining all these activities, right? So all these activities you can find in this activities panel. Example, get workbook sheets. This is the activity we have. Just drag and drop this activity and just inside an Excel application scope where you have to give the path of this Excel file. It will read all the sheets available in your Excel file, and it will save all the list of sheets available in your Excel file to a list or an array. Okay, and the next one is insert or delete columns. If you want to insert a new column to your existing data, like we have columns till G column. If you want to insert a new column, you can use this insert or delete columns activity. So if you want, it's the same way. If you want to delete some column from existing columns, you can do that using delete column activity. Same way with insert, delete, and rows. If you want to insert some rows in between this data, you can use insert or delete rows. I mean, insert rows. If you want to delete, you can use delete rows activity. Okay, and create pivot and refresh pivot. Example, you have got a scenario that you have to create some pivot table. You want to show in your Excel file a pivot table, and you want to on daily basis you have to. There is a requirement to refresh your pivot table. There are activities here. I'm sorry. Create pivot table, and same way we have refresh pivot table. So these are the activities which are available to create your pivot tables. Okay, and execute macro. example, you have a scenario that you have to run a macro which is saved in your Excel file. You can directly run the macro without opening the Excel file, by simply passing the macro name in execute macro activity. If you see, this is the execute macro activity, just that you just need to drag and drop the activity. You need to specify the macro name. So this will call your macro, and it will generate, it will generate the data on the operations you're performing in that macro. The next is the save Excel file as PDF. If you want to save your Excel file as PDF, you can use this activity to convert your Excel file into a PDF file. So these are all the main activities. Apart from this, we have lot many other activities available in UiPath. According to your requirement, you can use the other activities. Okay. And next, coming to the data tables, a sneak peek at data tables. Learn about the data tables and why we should use them. So here, in the yesterday's class, if you would have learned about the variables, what are all the variables available in UiPath. So to store the data, so we have string variable, integer variable, boolean. So all these variables are there to hold your data, right? To store your data. So the same way, there is another variable called data table, which can store the data in the format of rows and columns. Okay, a string variable can only hold one value, right? But a data table can hold multiple values with the format rows and columns. If you have data in the form of rows and columns, you can simply use a data table to store your data. Okay, by using this data table variable, you can read your data from an Excel, write your data, and even if you want to filter some data from your Excel file, you can simply do using this data table activities. Okay, same way how I have shown you the Excel activities, same with data table. If you type data table, you can get all these activities. If whatever operations you want to perform on your data, with the data table activities, you can easily perform all those operations. Okay. And next comes the build your sales report generation bot. I have prepared already a use case here to demonstrate you how an Excel automation, how to perform various operations on an Excel file. The use case is called sales report generation. To start, let me open the report so we can take a look at the data in this Excel file. We have the same report. We have the details of sales made across different cities. This data set will allow us to explore a range of automation techniques, from data extraction, analysis, or report generation. With this use case, we will see how UiPath can simplify and accelerate this task, making it easier to generate insights and manage sales data efficiently. Okay. And here, example, I have a requirement. I have this all sales data across all these cities: Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, Kolkata. Okay, I want to split this whole data into separate sheets with based on the location. Okay, if a person who is doing this task manually, what they will do, they will come here and they will filter with each location, and they will copy this data and they will create a new sheet and they will paste the data there, right? So the same way, the bot also has to perform all this filtration, and it has to create different sheets for different locations, right? So example, if I click on this filter, this is my actual list of cities available in this Excel file. I want to do this filtering first. So I want to get this list of unique cities from this Excel file, and I want to apply the filter for each city, and I want to copy paste the data in separate sheets. So let me show you the actual code here. So this is the code which I have already built to do that task for me. And here I am executing this bot. If you see, this is the input file, right? So this does not have any data um, in different sheets with specific to the location, right? Now after I execute my bot, you can see different sheets here with the location name. Okay, I am just executing this bot. So with the help of the Excel activities I have showed you in the previous slide, I have built this bot. So if you see, my robot has started, and in the background, in the same Excel file, the bot is generating each sheet based on the location. Let me open this file now. So the bot has completed creating the sheets. How fast it has completed, you can observe. This is my sheet 1, which has the actual data. And now if you see, there are different sheets created for each location. If you see the Hyderabad sheet, it has only the data related to Hyderabad. If you see Mumbai, and the data which is related to Mumbai only copy pasted here. Isn't it cool? It has created all these different sheets within seconds, right? So yeah, this is the benefit of using UiPath Excel activities. Okay, and next comes, so on the same Excel file, example, I want to, okay, let me show you another table. Okay, so here are my locations, right? Hyderabad, Chennai, Delhi, Mumbai. And in this sheet 1, I have all the details related to quantity, the number of quantity sold, and the total amount of profit we got after selling the products. So these all details are there in these columns. Okay, example, I want to filter out the Hyderabad location, and I want to calculate how many quantity has sold for Hyderabad location. If I just highlight this quantity column, you can see the sum of this column is 352. So the total quantity is 352. Again, this total amount, if I see this total amount, it is 3,67,984. This is the total amount. So I want to calculate these two values, total quantity and total amount, and I want to input here in this two rows, total quantity and total amount. So the same task I want to do for each location. Okay, I want to calculate the total quantity and total amount for each location. So how I can achieve that? I have created another sequence with the help of same Excel activities, and this sequence will help me calculate the data according to the location. Okay, so in the background it is doing the calculations and writing it to the sheet. Let me open the file again. Okay, if you see, output is the sheet I created, and I have calculated this quantity sold and total amount, and I have prepared this table which I showed you. This table, I have prepared this table and I have written in this output sheet, right? So same way, if you want to apply formulas, if you want to apply pivots, and if you want to do any calculations or VLOOKUPs, you can easily do with the help of all these Excel activities. Let me show you what activities I have used to achieve this logic. So first of all, read range I showed you here in the in this slide the Excel activities available in UiPath. Read range is used. I use read range to read the data from the Excel file and store it in a data table. And after that, the filtering option. I showed you in the Excel how we have to do the filtration automate manually, right? By putting a filter here, I have filtered these values. The same way, I have used filter data table activity to filter the locations. And after that, by using a loop for each loop, I have iterated each location data, and I copied the each location data, and by using the write range activity, I have written the data into separate sheets. Okay, and same way how I have calculated. Let me close this Excel file. So same way, how I have calculated the quantity and total amount. First of all, I read the data again and saved it into the data table. Again, for each location, we have to calculate the quantity and total amount, right? So I have filtered the locations. And after that, again, by using for each loop, uh, I have gone through each location, and I have, by using link queries, I have calculated the quantity and the total amount. And after that, by using add data row, this is an activity to write some data to a data table. So I have prepared this data table first, and the same data table I have written to my Excel file by using a write range activity. So these are all activities available in you activities panel in UiPath. You don't need to code it by using any other programming language. So it is very easy to do this task with the help of UiPath Excel activities. Right? I hope you have understand this demo. How to calculate the date, how to do your calculations, how to split your data. So these all things are we have covered here in this sales report generation demo, right? I hope you have understood this concept. And with this, let me hand over to my another speaker, Mahija. She will continue now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Pallavi. Can you guys confirm that if my screen is visible?
Yes, Mahija.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Pallavi. Once again, like it was very insightful for them, and you made my task very much easy. So now, guys, today let's talk about something which we use daily, regularly, whatever you mean, like every time. So something which we use regularly, same time. And what is that which we use regularly? If someone could answer, it would definitely be your mobile phone, I know. But apart from that, there is something is called Excel. Even if you are an educator, or you're studying, or you're doing a professional job, or you are a housewife, you can even use Excel for planning your budgets, or planning your studies, or making a data analysis, proper reporting, and all these options come under Excel powers, and Excel superpowers, you can say. So did you know, ever think like how many people in the planet are using this? Like, if you believe me or not, like around 750 million people on the planet are currently using Excel. So that is roughly around like 1 in every 10 people. So that is the usage of Excel in our daily lives. We use it that vast. And even though this Excel and everything is having this much of benefits, like data analysis you can do in a split, like reporting you can do, anything, planning you can do, everything you can do, even the sales report generation which you have seen. So all these are done in split seconds using Excel. But why is that studies which are done by top universities saying that 88% of all the Excel spreadsheets which are done manually are incorrect? That is because manual intervention with general mistakes and some repetitive mistakes generally do cause that. So that is the reason why we have Excel, despite having its most powerful, it is also most error prone. So in order to just remove something which is error prone, what we have, the only choice is automation. So now today we'll be having this Excel automation. As you have already heard Pallavi speaking about Excel automation, as I told, she has already made my job easy using Excel automation with UiPath, using the Excel application. What if the Excel application is not present on your end? So, any guesses or wild guesses, anyone? So, what if the Excel application is not present? Either your laptop is not containing Excel application, or your enterprise level version, you are not having O365, your company is not allowing. Then what will you do? So at that position, there will be a lifesaver from UiPath always. So in that case, we have workbook activities which are used to make our Excel automation. So let's see how are they really different from the Excel activities that we have heard with. So here, as a mention, you don't need any kind of installation of Excel into your system using Excel workbook. But whereas the Excel activities, you should have Excel application in installed, so that we have to integrate with the activities. And the other part is using Excel activities, you might not be able to get fetch the data which is corresponding to a chart or a diagram when you are using activities. But when you come to workbook activities, you will be able to extract the data, you can play with that data, you can access that anywhere. So and the other thing is, like, as you have already seen the sales report generation, there you must, some of you might have observed that she has already opened Excel in the bottom. It is already in on the screen, and yet she is able to run the bot using the Excel activities. But when you're coming with workbook activities, you cannot keep an Excel open. It has to be closed. Like, it might be Excel or it might be a CSV, the tabulated structure, whatever you having the data, so that has to be in the closed format. That's when only you can work on this workbooks. And the other part is, like, macros can only be executed using the Excel application scope. Workbook doesn't have that. So both of these, Excel activities and workbooks, do have their benefits and pros and cons. So, but for choosing on the main basis, if you're not having an Excel, you can go for a workbook. If you are having an Excel, then also you can go for a workbook. That would be an added advantage. So that's how you can separate based on your requirements. So enough of this comparison. So what can we do before? The next thing which we are going to think of is, like, what are the activities which are present in workbook activities. Same like what we have seen, you can pretty much find the same activities, like read range, the same thing. But here, using the workbook, we'll not be having any process application scope, Excel process application scope. We'll be directly defining the path over there for the file which we want to perform the operations for, where you can write the range. At the same time, you can write a certain range from A1 to J1 certainly into a workbook without opening it. And you can read a particular cell, you can read J2 or J3, wherever you want to spot on, and you can write there as well. Yes, and as well as the append range. Append range here comes as, like, you already having a data of CSV or a tabulated form, and you want to add it onto that without overwriting it. In that case, you can use the append range. And the other thing which can be done is the read column. You might not require all the data, you can just require the identity of an employee or ID card of a student. So in that case, you can read the row. Or else you don't need all the requirements of all the rows and all the details of everyone present on the worksheet. You just need one single row. For namesake, it might be Mahija's details, whatever that are present. So in that case, you can use the read row. The other thing could be, like, get table range. So we are already having this read range. Why can't we use this get table range? Is like, when you want to get a specified range, then you can use this. Like we have the table from A1 to J65, but you want to get it from A1 to B65 itself. So in that case, you can specify that and you get that table range. And as well as we can save the workbook. The main thing is, like, we are not opening the Excel, right? Some might have a conflict that is that going to be saved or not. In that case, you can make sure by using the save workbook. And always, it's a very good practice in UiPath. What we follow is we tend to kill the process or forehand, or we close the process which we opened during the doing the operations. So in that case, you can use the workbook. So in the same way, like Pallavi has shown you the Excel activities. All the Excel activities as well as workbook activities come under UiPath Excel activities package itself. You can find them there. You can just type the word as workbook. You can find lots of things, even with Excel app integration as well. So that's how you find things. And now let's go. Today I want to show you a use case. I'll be just enhancing the thing which already Pallavi has shown you, like building a sales report bot is what she has shown you. But what if we want to you have the report in your hand now. So what if you want to upgrade that to any CRM or any place where you want to update this into the website? So in that case, we have to populate it somehow. So today I'll be building a bot where you can populate the data which is present in the workbook into a Google form which I've already prepared with the data from the Excel sheet which Pallavi has already prepared. So let me just go to there, and now it's the demo time. Let me share my UiPath Studio screen. I hope the studio screen is visible. Can anyone
Yes,
confirm
Mahija.
that?
Yes.
Yes, Mahija.
Yeah. So on this page, at first startingly, this is the form which I have created with the fields like location, salesperson, product name, quantity, unit price, and total amount, as same like the one which you have seen in the sales report. And let me show you the report as well. So I have just taken 10 records for now so that it doesn't make a haste. This is the location, salesperson, and everything, product name, everything intact with the fields which I have in the Google form. So as I told you, I should make sure that I close my Excel when I'm using my Excel workbook activities. So I'll just close this as well. Let me go to my studio. I have my studio in place. So I'll just as I told you, it's very best practice to kill all the processes which you are going to access at the first place, so that we don't have a conflict in the middle. And the other activity which I have used is a read range workbook. You might have found a similar one in the use case which Palvi has told you, but that would you do not find there. You can't define the application like the file directly. Here you can browse it directly, whatever the Excel or .csv, you can find anything over here. And I defined the sheet name, and later I had the sales data into my data table called dt sales data. And what happens after, so I have to somehow know that for each of the row which I have in that data to be updated into the Google form. So once that updated is done, the Google form will continuously be updating the other reports. But I have to somewhere know that it is done, it is successful. So for that reason, I have I'm going to create another column called update status, where I'm going to create is like I have till the last column. Then the last column where I would like to update is like G1. At that position, I'm updating this header using the right cell workbook. So with this also, this is one such activity where you can define the path as well as define the range wherever you want to fetch it. And next, this would be the open browser. So if you are just very much curious about the web automation, how it's done and anything, don't miss out the tomorrow's session. It is exclusively on web automation. This is where I have given out the form link. So the form link if you are not having any forms in hand for your practice, just you can just grab on to go to Google Forms, just create a form using your names, and you can play on. If not, my team will be always be helpful on your chat. They will be sharing the link soon. So, and once after the form is opened up on the web browser, I'm just making sure that the form comes over to the forefront. So by using the maximize window option, I am just using that. And as well as we can just make sure that the form is completely loaded. I just kept an hard coded delay of 1 second, which you might, if your browser and your internet speed is very much capable of, you can remove that. And the next thing is like for each row in the data table, we have a data table that we before coming to this use case, we have already seen that data table consists of rows and columns. So for all that structured data, we have to go through each and every row. So that is the reason we are using this for each row in the data table. So I'm currently going through each row. Once I go into that each row, I do as I already have the form URL opened up for me, I'll be just using the type in tools, so that I could just for each field I'm going to type that location which is pertaining that row in the Excel data which I have. This is for salesperson, product name, quantity, unit price, total amount, submit. Later I do have, we do have the form do has a submit button, so I am just keeping a submit. And late, as I told you at the forehand, I just wanted to have a status at the last minute. At the same row, like G being my column, I am just having the row index forehand and from for each data table, so that I could just update this with the header and the zeroth row index. I have added those two and it is done. So the text which I wanted to notify is like done. I'm going to write this. And after that, in order to continue for the all the records which are present in the Excel data, I'm just going to use the submit, click on the submit another response. So that's how. And as I told you, if in case, I'm pretty sure that no Excel will be opened up. In order to just make sure, at the top and the last, I have added up the kill Excel process. So now, without any delay, I have made sure everything is closed for now, and I'm quickly giving it a run. So my bot has started execution. You could see. So my Chrome has opened up. It's in the Google form place. It's just loading. Maybe my internet is damn slow. Yeah, it's finally loaded and it's writing the data. As you could see. So in my use case which I have built, you must have seen like I have used different type intos for each and every field. That doesn't that look a little awkward? Like I have used those many things, and I'm not really an expert in building. If you are not in building automations or building something like that, don't you really think we had someone to copy paste everything, who can intelligently do our things in hand before we do that? So don't you think like that? So if you think so in the same way like I do, just do message in the chat box. I'll be looking at your responses shortly. And I do have a bonus demo for you guys in store. It's not a part of any Excel automation, but yet you can use that in your free time, and you'll get your intelligent companion for your copy paste. So the process is still moving on. As you could see, it's continuously typing on and continuing. Here in the taskbar, you could see that no Excel is opened up, but yet I'll just show you at the last how the Excel has been updated. So I think that completes our process. So I just will go back to my sales report. If you could see, it is has been updated right now with this timestamp. So let's open up this. There you go. There wasn't the column for each entry. Once that is done, we had a success note here. So that's how this is done. And now let me show you. Present, go back. This is the end of this demo. And but I promised all of you, I'll be showing you a bonus demo. Let's go on to that. So the next demo would be like on your intelligent copy paste companion. What could be that? That is nothing but a clipboard AI UiPath's wonderful product, which is a standalone. So let me show you. You are telling this much, you are hyping up this much about clipboard AI. What can it do? If you, I definitely know you guys will be posting that question. Before that, let me show, see what you guys are posting up. Yeah, I see a lot of questions, and yeah, my team would definitely be answering them in a short while. And yeah, so coming out to this clipboard AI, whatever we are seeing here. So I have my sales report, form on screen. As you could see, this is not filled up and this is empty. So I'm not going to, if I want to copy paste, you might be thinking, go into Excel, copy the location which for the one row and then come here paste. No, I'm having a secret tool. So where I'll go into my Excel at the first place, I just want to copy this part. Like the first row I want to fill up here. Let me just go here and select that range first, where which one I want to fill up. I just wanted to fill up here because the data is going to be, I'm copying it now. So just by clicking here, I'm just copying it. I'm just one click I have done. As you could see, my sales report data is already copied. Now what should I do? Should I paste it? So I'm not sure where it gets pasted up, right? So let's go. Let's give the destination. Along with the destination, let me show you how exactly it will paste. So how can we map? You're not choosing anything on the screen, neither the location nor the salesperson, anything. How it's going to take it up? It's that is a specialty of clipboard AI. It's going to really map it intelligently. So here you could see I did not do anything. You can see Hyderabad under location, Devansh, and all the things in place. So when we have everything in place, what we do, we just click on the paste button. So I'm not even going to each location or a field and pasting it. You can see that once that I click on, it's just typing in like I have created an entire automation. So that is how magical is clipboard AI. So I'm done and it's asking me an update. I'll soon do it. So this is how you can magically take it. So you have shown me copy paste. What if I want to copy from this resource itself, like from the form, if I want to copy it out and paste it on the Excel, what should I do? Even that magic clipboard AI does for you. Let me just clear this form and give some location, salesperson. I know an iPhone is not for 12,000 yet, but guys, for now, let me it be like my imaginary. So now I have just some data in place in the form. So what I can do, I go to my clipboard AI again. So I have to capture this document. Just click on the window. It will be capturing out. You have seen it capturing out the Excel, but now you're seeing it is capturing out the web form, which is present. So as you could see, the web form is here. I have to paste the data somewhere. So I want to paste it in this till here, right? I'm selecting the region, just click on paste because the mapper was working fine during our last execution. So I just click two little buttons and there I go. I have it pasted. So what if there is something which is not related and you're trying to paste it? So let me show you that aspect as well. So I'm just trying to copy out this slide now. There is nothing related data like location, all that from this slide. So there is nothing sort. You can see the page number as well being mapped out, and that this preview of the slide. So now I go back to Excel and try to paste it. So at that time will be opening, I can open the mapper where I could change the extractors as well. This is where like document understanding a little capability is also added in the clipboard AI. So here, if you could see, you have the universal extractor, which where you can extract data from semi-structured documents, invoices, contracts, resumes, whatnot, emails and articles. And we have some specific documents as well, which are having a standard structure, like invoice might be there, passport, your receipts or ID cards, all these bills and all the web forms comes under specific documents. And you can also get extraction from the plain text. Even if you have bulks of our paragraphs, you can just extract things what you need using this plain text. If you are someone coming from the education background, you're doing your final years, so you will be going through lots of presentation papers, I know it. So in that case, if you want to just extract a little things, go type into your Excel, extract that, and you can copy paste the required items. That's how magical clipboard AI is. And next, if you want to get them in table and name value pairs, like key value pairs, so the same you can change. So you can transform the data as well. Here you can just type in the data which you can, so you can transform it, you can change your extractors, you can do whatnot. It's just now up to you how you can try this out. And so that's all from my side. I think I have a lot given to you from my side, and apart from that, I think that you guys have been happy with the session. We do have a wonderful quiz ahead, which I'm going to give to Vidya right now. But now I just need another announcement, as Nikhilesh has already done. You are now meeting us guys virtually. If you are really interested, I'm interested, but if you guys are also really interested to meet us in person, or you can connect us through LinkedIn as well. Post your questions if not answered in this session. If you are really interested to meet us in person, if you are from Hyderabad regions or somewhere else, but you are really interested to meet us and love to meet us, you can come on to our in-person UiPath chapters, Hyderabad chapters in-person community day meetup. And 30th November, save the date. You can come out there. We can make lots of networking, lots of fun, and you can have goodies as well. That's my a little hint from my side. You can have wonderful time over there. And so with that note, I think to get lots of connection requests tonight, I'll be handovering the session to Vidya, over to you.
Thank you, Mahija and Pallavi, for the wonderful session. Guys, I hope you have got a clear understanding about Excel automation and how to achieve this using UiPath. And I have mentioned the LinkedIn IDs of our speakers, today's speakers, in the chat. Do connect with them, and also go through UiPath community forum as well as UiPath Academy for more knowledge on this. And now let's move on to our favorite part of the session, which is Mentimeter. I'll be sharing the screen.
Uh, we can't see your screen yet.
Now,
Yes,
It's
yes.
visible now.
I hope everyone is able to see the screen, right?
Yes, Vidya.
Please log into www.menti.com, and you can use the code 83358782.
Come on, guys, to enter the Menti. You'll be rewarding wonderful goodies from our side, as well as it would be really interesting for you. I promise.
This this is a multiple choice questions, and please try to answer fastly and correct answer so that you'll have a chance to top the leaderboard. We'll have two winners in the session, and I request both the winners at the end of the session to send your complete details to nikhil.rp@gmail.com. I'll ping that email address in the chat. We have a surprise question for you. Let me show. Guess the actor in Pushpa 2.
Who is that giving David Warner unwantedly? Two people. So try
You have
this in the
got
same live
44
session
correct.
also, so you will be failed. Okay. So this is a test question, but still people are able to. I see 90 plus people are there in the session. So if we go to the real question, so just be ready and yes, 40. Yes, please share the code. Yeah? So who is ask? Can somebody give the code? It is eight triple sorry double three five
8
eight. Okay, eight
eight
triple.
double three five 8782.
Yeah, I think it is in available in chat. So people, please come and join the link. Super. Yeah, I think you can proceed with the team.
Yes. Let's get ready for the first question. We have 54 players ready. Guys, please join to Menti. We have the code in the chat.
Okay, I'll check the code.
I think you can proceed.
Yeah, let's go to our first question. To answer fast to get more points. What is the difference between read range activity in Excel application scope and workbook read range activity? Go through the options, try to answer fast so that you can top the leaderboard. So we have got 38 correct answers. We'll check the leaderboard. Meghna has got the highest points. Congratulations, Meghna. For every question, the leaderboard chat will be changed. So please try to answer fastly.
Yeah, and one more thing, if you are already winner of earlier series, so we will not consider you. So we'll give chance to the new people, even if the person is in third position. Okay, so please try to come up.
So who is
So
Mars? Like Jupiter, Mars. Who is that wonderful planet?
Jupiter, Mars. Okay, go ahead,
let's
go ahead.
move on to the second question. Which activity allows you to write data to a specific cell in an Excel file? We have three options: write line, write cell, write CSV.
I think 20 seconds is more for this question. People are answering very fast.
Great, we got 52 correct answers.
Great.
Let's see the leaderboard. Meghna and Mars topped again. We move on to the third question. How would you filter rows in an Excel sheet based on a specific condition using UiPath? Using filter table, using filter data table, using an if activity, using sort data table activity. 5 more seconds. Oh, we've got 30 correct answers.
Can you explain someone why the wrong answer and what is why it is correct? So what is it? Can you explain?
Can we confirm with
So
that
whoever
Bhavani?
kept wrong, they will understand.
So here, guys, whatever we do it, once we read the data from an Excel, we'll be fetching it into a data table. Table is generally we used in our regular terms, but data table is what we get an variable as. So we have to filter that data table, and we do have a filter data table activity there. So we use that activity. So that is just a term difference. But as the variable which comes at the end is data table, we can consider the second to be a correct option.
Yeah, so use filter table. This activity is not at all there. Just use filter data table activity is there in UiPath. So you may get
Let's
confused between these two. Yeah, maybe that is why you would have given, some people would have given wrong answer. The name, exact name of the activity is use filter data table activity.
thank you, Pallavi and Mahija. Let's see the leaderboard. Meghna is still on top. Next question. This is the fourth question. Which activity would you use to combine data from multiple sheets into one data table? We have four options: merge, append range, join data table, add data row. 10 more seconds. Thirty-three correct answers.
Yeah, merge data table allows you to combine all the data from different sheets. Append will just write the data to the existing data. It will not combine everything. So that's why merge data table is the correct one.
Leaderboard. Who is this 833587882?
It's the code of this quiz.
Wow. So let's move on to the
So
next.
it's fine if you give your all the distinguished names here, but just type your correct name and address if you are a winner to nikhil.rp@gmail.com. You can find that email in the chat box. There you have to give the correct name if you want the goodies to be at your home.
Fifth question. Which activity in UiPath allows you to add a new worksheet to an existing Excel workbook? Five more seconds. Add worksheet. We've got 31 correct, so 22 correct answers for insert sheet and 31 wrong answers for add worksheet. Leaderboard. Mars came to the top. Guys, this is the last question. Try to answer fastly so that you can top the board. What is the purpose of append range activity in UiPath? Options: read data from Excel sheet, delete data from Excel sheet, add data to existing data, clears the data in data table.
So guys, we have discussed just a while ago. Just I expect lot of correct answers here.
Yes, most of them answered correctly. 49 correct answer. Add the data to existing data. Final results. Congratulations, Mars. First winner and second winner. Congratulations, Santosh. Both of you, please send your complete address to nikhil.rp@gmail.com so that you can get the goodies. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the participation.
Who is that Mars? Do we got the name and all? I need
Mars
Mars. If, for example,
will mention
Mars
your
is not
name.
available, I need to go to some other person. Who is Mars? Can even I didn't get message from Mars. Okay, Mars means Jnaneshwari. Okay, Jnano Karapotala Jnaneshwari. Okay, and who is that Hamad? Sorry, Santosh. Huh? Who is that Santosh? Santosh, can you
Santosh.
message in the chat? Santosh Pulleti Kurti. Okay, Santosh and Jnaneshwari, if I give access to you to speak in your experience, and can you able to speak? Message me if I can add you, or else we can close the session. Jnaneshwari and Santosh, or you already left? Yeah, speed up. If you are able to talk, just let me know, or else we can go to the other person. Anybody in the room? Can somebody wanted to join us and share your experience, how the 3 days be happening, and how the speakers and how the learning you want to discuss? So, anybody up for that? Message so that I can add you on the room. If nobody is there, then that's fine. We will go for the next items. What is going to be the not a percent most of the common abilities. Okay. Is there anybody? I want to speak. Pallavi. Okay. I will try to give you Pallavi. Pallavi. Yes, I have given you Pallavi. Please, you can try to speak.
Hello everyone. A very now it's good night for all of us, but it's from last 3 days means I was really excited to start with the UI path. I am RPA professional, near about 8 years of experience with Blue Prism, but I was really means 2 3 times I started to learn UI path, and due to some unavoidable instances I could not completed it. But this initiative I found it's very great initiative, and I didn't thought that in this means the management and the organizers, moderators, and who is presenting, all that are putting lot of efforts. And means I myself has given a lot of trainings of Blue Prism in my organization, but it's really a good experience I am going through, and a lot of learnings I am getting. It's really appreciable to all of them who is getting efforts for this one. Really, thank you.
Thank you so much, Pallavi. With your words, I can understand, and yes, thank you so much for your valuable feedback and encouragement that helps us to bring more and more sessions. And as you said, you are a trainer, so you know the underground treatment for how this happening, and yeah, so how the background work it will be there. So thank you so much. So please do share your feedbacks in or your experience in LinkedIn. Please do tag us in the LinkedIn so that we can bring up more and more sessions. So yes, today we have wonderful session by Pallavi and Vidya and Mahija. So thank you so much, Vidya, Pallavi, and so tomorrow we have day 4 session, which is another more important. Please do come up and yeah, thank you all, thank you all.
Thank you all.
Thanks everyone. Thank you.
Thank you everyone for joining.